In the Yukon, because they didn't have a hospital in Dawson when I was born, we just had the witch doctor came over.
Was he white?
No.
Okay, I was gonna be like,
there's like 7 white people up there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's all like original Indians up there.
Oh,
yeah,
like
yeah.
Hoya heya, Hoya heya.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh,
I know. I grew up with fucking no Israel.
Thank you for
no synagogue, no nothing.
Hey, welcome this new kid into the land. While I'm on my way out, you wouldn't happen to have a beer in your fridge, would you?
Could I take your empties?
Hey, thank you so much for helping birth my kid. What do you want in exchange? And he's like, oh, it's all good, really. Just let me take your empties, and we'll call it even.
I happened to notice when you showed up here, you showed up on my bike.
If I could get that back, well, look, lady, I just brought your kid into the world.
Well, how about I use it to take the empties to the depot, and then I will bring it back.
I'll bring it back, and I'll cut you like $10 from what I get from the empties.
If you let me keep it for another day, I'll give your son the thunder spirit.
I'll bring your son like a stereo or something.
Do they have recycling depots in the Yukon?
Oh, no, where I come from. It's a historic
because that's got to really undercut the indigenous economy.
It does. Well, they get paid up there, but no, I come from. It's a historic.
Down here, that's a pretty big.
If they didn't have it in 1912, they don't have it there.
Big in terms of indigenous GDP.
Yeah, it's 30-40% probably.
And then the remaining 60-70 is our money.
Welfare. Yeah.
Is my money.
I mean, honestly, it's probably more of a 90-10 split.
Taxpayer money.
Welfare 90,
yeah.
empties 10.
What about casinos? That doesn't get shared for some reason.
Yeah,
no, they're
that's
corrupt.
4 guys.
That goes to 4 guys in the entire country.
Yeah. My name is Chief Barry Goldstein.
My favorite is when they go to whatever. This is when they go when Alberta was talking about separation, and they go to to protest it, and the fucking spokesperson can't even be bothered to button up the top 3 buttons on his shirt, and he's like, "Here's what I think of your stupid proposal." It's like, put a fucking shirt on, dude. Jesus Christ, man.
Yo, me and Hack and Ahmed were at a meeting where I guess kind of treason was going to get committed.
Oh.
Did I tell you about this at that
place? That native guy who was like, I actually own Canada.
Yeah, he's like, they were filming a show.
So I need to get filled in here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So me and Hack and Ahmed were filming a show at the studio, which is funded by
Ahmed,
Yeah.
He's a baby guy. He's a big adult baby.
Little brown John Cena.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah, picture whoa.
Oh. Calm down, Neil Peart.
Whoa. I don't know what happened there.
No, so yeah, we were doing a show, we were recording, and I was wearing my yarmulke. I think it was Shabbos or something. And we're going downstairs, and they were like, oh, do you want to join this guy? I think his name is Blue something other, Chief Blue Moose or something like that. He
Chief
was there.
Blue Gatorade.
Since time immemorial, my people have enjoyed Blue Gatorade best.
we used to call it essence of the water spirit.
Now we call it Blue Gatorade.
Sorry.
No, I'm trying to look at the guy's name. I think his name is Blue Elk.
Chief Blue Gatorade.
Let's just go with
Chief
Blue Gatorade.
Blue Mountain Rush. So he said,
Chief Blue 2003 Sunfire.
Yeah.
he basically cornered all of these insane millionaires and a bunch of 3 comics. And he was like, I own Canada. I can chase back my lineage to every chief of every tribe. And I have it here and you can look at it. And he drew it himself. He drew it on lined paper.
Was this a homeless guy?
Yeah. I mean, maybe not. And he literally said, listen, I know if you look me up, I have had domestic abuse charges against me. And I have a history of drinking, but I'm not doing that anymore. And he goes, we've all had our dark history. And I'm in the room wearing a yarmulke. And he goes, you've had your dark history. And I'm like, what the fuck are are you talking about?
So what was his goal here?
To get Canada. He owns Canada. So this is what he wanted. Us to give him money so that he would sign an intent to go down and go to Parliament and prove to them that he owned Canada. And after we had given him that money, then he would give us parts of Canada back and land.
Good deal.
Yeah, we'd give him $1 million now, and we could have like South Alberta to be
he-
determined later on a map he'll draw.
You know, he draws out his big family tree on lined paper and says, "So you see, you should probably give me a couple of beers from the fridge."
Basically, what I am entitled to own all of Canada, and all I'm asking for you as Texas is maybe like 2 or 3 cigarettes and a beer.
But like me and Hacker
Hey,
say
yo,
that-
yeah.
we're just trying not to laugh this whole time as like these really concerned like.
So why were the
landowners.
millionaires there?
Well,
That's the studio money. They're
Weren't-
all these like people that are upset with I don't know.
weren't they millionaires who were like the equivalent of like the Canadian Libertarian Party?
I think so, kind of.
They were like Canadian Libertarian millionaires who were being like, yeah, I hate the government, and we should make the age of consent like 15. The government sucks, right? And you're like, yeah, it does. And you're like, yeah, I agree. No taxes. Age of consent is 15.
Man, I like all the big things he's saying, but the quiet whispering ones
Well, that's-
aren't landing with me.
That's like one of our like 5 or 6 points is that libertarianism is always kind of slowly circling the drain of lowering the age of consent.
yeah.
Like it's like a lot of like things that you can kind of get behind when you hear it, but it like if you were to like look into it at all, it's like slowly circling
Yeah.
around like the age
I
of
hate how much money the government wastes, and also the age of consent is too high. And also, you should be able to sell your kids.
Yeah, it's a free market, so I should be able to sell my kid and then buy a new one that I could And it's like, whoa, buddy,
And the
what are you?
taxes are too damn high.
It's like, whoa there, Mr. Libertarian. What are you reading the Quran?
You see that they're speaking of Chief Blue Gatorade. You see they're renaming that street in Vancouver.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, to something unnameable.
bunch of like alien language.
Runes, unpronounceable runes.
Muska Akalikea.
I literally can't even guess how it's
Mata
pronounced.
chica wana
It's
hili
not-
guaganwe.
Man, I
It's
grew up
not
with
in like
all
a
that.
real alphabet.
No,
One of the
they
letters
made
is
a
a f-
liberal white woman made it.
One of the it looks like the kind of thing that like honestly, quite literally, the street name is what you'd find on like a white chunko girl boss's finger tattoo.
It's like weird, like triangles and brackets.
Yeah, and like a little
shit.
star, triangle.
All
bracket.
letters are shapes, bro.
Yeah,
But
I got this tattoo because that's my company's logo that my husband funds at a loss every year that I can go to farmers markets and sell my earrings.
like, when did they invent that? Because the
It's not a
natives
written language.
literally, like, famously didn't have writing.
Yeah,
Right.
that's how
So,
wind
like, when
talkers
did
work.
they make that up?
2015.
Yeah,
Because you know,
that's
like
pretty recent.
the whole Two-Spirit thing,
Mm-hmm.
that got made up in 1996.
What does it mean?
Well, it's
What
like
is being two-spirited?
because you know how in Canada when you do the LGBTAI or whatever,
It does kind of sound like an AI. A text-to-speech is glitchy. LGBT.
but here we always have to start with 2S. And it got invented in a conference in Winnipeg in 1996. What the fuck? And it's literally just like gay but native.
Well, is it like two wolves? One of them's gay.
Kinda.
Is that the two spirits? Is like one? I have two wolves inside of me. One of them is gay.
I think it's literally just like
Gay but native.
No.
but native.
I think it's after he has two spirits, he gets a little gay.
But you've never topped up Blue Gatorade with vodka before.
but like you hear about it as if it's some like ancient core tenant.
Yeah,
And it was literally made up 30 years ago.
Yeah, right. That's
Yeah.
bullshit.
And now like all of our street names are going to be gradually renamed to
And then
Alien
you're gonna
gobbledygook.
have to tell a taxi cab driver who doesn't speak English a